All right, let's start by talking about time signatures. Okay, so at the beginning of your piece or example, you're going to have a time signature, and it's written like a fraction with two numbers. Most commonly, it'll be 4/4. The top number is going to tell you the number of beats per measure. So in this case, 4 beats in each measure. And the bottom number is going to tell you the type of note that equals 1 beat. So in this case, this could be written 4 over quarter note because there's 4 beats of quarter notes in each measure. Okay? So let's say we have 3/4. Same thing, that could be written, if you want to think about it, as 3 over quarter. So there's 3 beats per measure, and the quarter note is one of those beats. So if you change the top number, all it does is change the number of beats in a measure, and the bottom number that tells you the number of beats, or the type of note, that is 1 beat. Another common would be 6/8. So in this case, there's 6 beats per measure, and the 8th note is one of those beats. So a 6/8 measure is 6 8 notes in one measure. Okay? Again, we could change that. It could be 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8. All of those would be the number of beats in a measure, and the 8th note is one of those beats. Okay? Another common example is going to be 2/2, or we often see it as cut time. Okay? So 2 beats per measure, and the half note is going to equal 1 beat. Half note is 1 beat. So a measure of 2/2 is going to look something like this. Okay, those are our most common. Using the rules and the principles we just talked about, we could have anything. We could have like an 8/16, which means that there are 8 beats per measure, and the 16th note is one of those beats. Okay, so that's what we've been taught all along, likely. I'm going to throw something else at you. The bottom number also tells you the value of the whole note. So in 4/4, this tells you what we just said, that the quarter note equals 1, but also that the whole note equals 4. Based on the note relationships that we've talked about recently, if our whole note, half note, quarter note, 8th note, so either way we read this, if a quarter note is 1, half note is 2, whole note is going to be 4, because each step up and down multiplies the note value by 2 or divides the note value by 2, because the half note is half of the whole note. The quarter note is 1/4 of the whole note. So in a 4/4, 3/4, whatever, if we have 4 here, the quarter note is 1 and the whole note is 4. That's the same thing because of the way this math works. I'll show it to you in a different way. Let's say we have 8/8. So again, 8 here, 8th note is 1, whole note equals 8. Same thing, if our whole note is 8, our half note is going to be 4, quarter 2, 8th note 1. Because every note division down, we cut the note value in half.